Good evening. Welcome back to Live with C4 Operations. I'm Buzzy Castonguay, and thanks for joining us again. Tonight we're going to talk about three things. We're going to talk about data retention. We're going to talk about I-9 and E-Verify. Ooh, I know that's exciting to you. And also we're going to talk about, remind you what we talked about last week in our version, and I'm trying to think what that is, and that is called Quick App and Quick App Pro. So, first of all, data retention. Let's talk about that. The landscape is changing for data retention, and in our system you used to always be able to get all of the information, meaning the background checks that you put in. You could go back 7 years and look at that information. Well, that's changing now. Lawyers and the legal field have advised the background check industry that because of all of the security measures that are happening with these data breaches and data hacks and things like that, people breaking into systems and getting all that personal identifier information, we need to change that. And we shouldn't keep that information on hand as long. So beginning sometime down the road, probably in the next 3 to 6 months, you'll start hearing a lot more about it from us. You will have choices on what to do there, meaning you'll only be able to get the information from us in our system for probably about 3 years, I'm thinking is what it's going to be. It hasn't even been decided 100% yet, but that's about what it's going to be. Now, you'll have the availability to take those records and store them on your servers or do whatever you want, but please keep in mind if you do that, it has to be a secure server with the highest level of security available, etc., in order for you to take that personal information into your system and have it there. But it'll be available to you from our system for probably around 3 years. But again, the security measures are why we're doing this. It's just wiser and probably more due diligent for us to do it that way. So you'll see more coming out about that. Nothing is changing right now, so don't panic. You'll start to see more notifications. Come back to Facebook Lives. We'll be talking about it more and more in the future on our website. You'll see more information about it, and you'll probably get an email or two about it from us about the things changing and when they change and when you won't be able to get information at what level or what mark that will be. Okay? So if you have any questions again about that, give us a call and we can explain that and why and go into more detail. But just wanted to let you know the data retention part is changing for us here at C4, and really not just C4, but probably all background check agencies are going to be making changes in that. All right. Second thing is about E-Verify and I-9s. Okay, so a couple of months ago, back in September, the I-9 form changed, and I hope you know that, and I hope you're using the correct I-9 form now, because there is a fine if you're not. So make sure you're using the new I-9 form. But if you want to automate that process, we now have options for you to do that. You can automate and go just with your I-9 process and automate just that, or you can automate the I-9 and the E-Verify and automate both of them together. And what's the advantages of doing that? Why would you do that? Well, number one, you don't have to use the paper, you don't have to make the copies and do all those things. You don't have to worry about if you're on the right form or not, because the I-9 form will always be the correct form. The E-Verification process will always be the correct E-Verification process in our system. It goes straight through us and the government. It's connected straight to the government, so it has all of the right processes and forms all included in there. And the best thing is, I don't know if you know this or not, but you can actually get fined for making a wrong I-9 application and turning in the wrong information or putting the information in the wrong areas. In our system, it will not let you even go to the government if you do not have things in the right areas. So if things are not put in the right boxes or whatever, it'll stop you and say, hey, this is an error, we need to fix this. If you have questions about that, you can call us and we'll be glad to help you with that. But that way you get all of the right information in there. Second thing is an audit. If you get audited, you can point to your computer, you can print it out, you can do whatever you need to, and all of that will be right there for you for your audit. So those are great reasons to do that, plus the ease of the system. Makes it very, very user-friendly, makes it very easy, and like I said, you'll know when you've done something wrong or committed an error in there. It'll stop you, and you'll know what to do to fix it. So that's a pain in the neck world. I know those things are no fun to deal with, but we're trying to make them easier for you and a little bit more user-friendly with the process. Plus, like I say, we are here to help you if you do have questions in all of that to do those things. Okay, so I-9 and E-Verify, automated, makes it very easy, and there are some costs to that. Obviously, give us a call. We'll explain all of that to you and how to do that. But that can coincide with your background checks, procedures with C4 right here, like you do now. All right, so those two things there. And then the last thing is Quick App Pro and Quick App. Last week we talked about those. I just wanted to remind you of those. You might be getting an email very soon, or maybe you've already gotten an email by the time you watch this about Quick App and Quick App Pro. If you have questions about that, go to last week's Facebook Live video. You can watch our video about that. I explain a little bit about Quick App and Quick App Pro and the differences and the advantages of that. But again, the advantage just makes it really easy with the applicant filling out all the information, and then it goes into us, into our system, and then we return back to you the completed email, just like you get now. The basic difference is you don't have to put in the information, you don't have to type it in, data entry, none of that. They do all of that, makes it much easier for you. All right? Those are our three things for tonight. Thanks again for joining us. As always, if you have any questions about any of this stuff or any of the other background check related material, feel free to give us a call at the office. We do answer our phones 24/7. So looking forward to hearing from you. Have a great night, and we'll talk to you soon. Thank you very much.